next 84 days में हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल का स्ट्रेटजी क्या होना चाहिए, राइट? सो 84 days is 12 weeks. To be on the safer side, हम 11 weeks लेकर के चलते हैं with a cushion of 1 week, right? Now, your strategy should be that you should give 2 weeks each for each of the 4 papers or each of the 4 subjects. Modern, medieval, world, ancient, चारों के लिए 2-2 हफ्ते दीजिए. This would constitute your first revision. Then second revision, 2 weeks, and third revision also, sorry, 1 week is remaining, na? 1 week. This is third revision. लेकिन इसमें थोड़ा nuance है, इसको approach कैसे करना है, let me explain that as well. So I'll be talking about paper 1, so you can replicate the same model for paper 2 as well. तो paper 1 में हमारे पास total 4 हफ्ते होते हैं, right? Weeks 1 and 2 for ancient India, weeks 3 and 4 for medieval India, right? एंशियंट इंडिया में भी पर वीक डिवाइड कर लेते हैं, तो यू कैन स्प्लिट द सिलेबस रफली हाफ वे. तो लेट अस से वीक 1 का हमारा एजेंडा होना चाहिए फ्रॉम द प्री हिस्टोरिक एज अप टू द मौर्यन पीरियड, एंड वीक 2 का एजेंडा होना चाहिए फ्रॉम द पोस्ट मौर्यन पीरियड राइट अप टू द पोस्ट गुप्ता और अर्ली मेडिवल एज, जो वहां पे ब्लीडिंग एज पर है दोनों पेपर्स के, राइट? तो वीक 1 is prehistoric up to Mauryan age, and week 2 shall be from post Mauryan up to post Gupta age. Then similarly for weeks 3 and 4, week 3 can be from Delhi Sultanate, including the regional kingdoms, cultural history of the 13th and 14th century, that portion. Week 4 can be the Mughal Empire, the regional histories of the Marathas, Homs, Sikhs, etc., along with cultural developments during the 16th and 17th centuries, right? This is the exact amount of time that you have, not more than this, not less than this. Then week 5 would be revision week for paper 1, right? So what we are doing is that ये जो second revision वाला है ना, the second revision we are splitting it into 2 portions. We are giving a 5-week block for the first portion for paper 1, 5-week block for paper 2. This is revision for paper 1. Ideally, after you cover each subject, you should be taking a sectional test. So after week 1 and 2, sectional test 1. After week 3 and 4, sectional test 2. And obviously, after revising the entire paper, a full length test, right? So that is what you should be ideally doing. Now, if I was to break this down further, we have covered week to week. Now let us cover day to day. So on average, at this stage, I expect you will be getting anywhere between 9 and 10 hours of personal study time, apart from your classes and everything else every day, right? So you should split that halfway down between GS and optional preparation. So half for optional preparation, half for GS preparation. Let us take the figure of 10 hours. Out of which 5 you are going to dedicate to optional preparation. And this has to be further divided, right? You'll have to dedicate half an hour every day to the mapping section. This is going to be an unending exercise over the next 11, 12 weeks, whatever you have left, right? Out of the remaining portion, 1 hour you will necessarily have to dedicate to answer writing daily, right? In which your objective should be to write some PYQs, 4 to 5 PYQs every day relevant to the topic that you have revised that very day, right? And then the remaining 3.5 hours, whatever you have, that should go towards the actual revision. But before every revision, you should first open your PYQ booklet, look at the previous year's questions that have appeared from that portion of the syllabus, keep it at the front of your mind while you are actually conducting this revision, so that you are able to highlight or absorb those points which are going to be most relevant for writing those particular answers. So revision will have to be preceded by conducting a survey of the PYQs. So PYQs, survey plus revision. This is going to be the first 3.5 hours. Next, answer writing, and at the end, mapping. Is this much clear? So this is a day-by-day account of what we must be doing. So ideally, by the time that you have ended your 8 weeks of preparation, you'll have covered the entire syllabus and written 1, 2, 3 and 3 more tests. So that is a total of 6 tests. The last week is going to be for comprehensive revision of both paper 1 as well as paper 2. Ideally, at the end of this, you should be attempting 2 full-length tests in the pattern that the UPSC is going to conduct it. One in the morning sitting, one in the इवनिंग सिटिंग एज वेल. ठीक है, तो ये तो हो गया दी 84 डे स्ट्रैटेजी. This is clear. Regarding some more clarity about the courses that we have launched, right? So firstly, if you are appearing for mains 2025, there is only one course that is on offer for you, that is the crash course plus test series, right? If you are planning to appear next year, we have 2 offerings for you next year or sometime after that. That is Sunday Live and Hot 500. Sunday Live is meant for complete beginners who have not touched history optional at all. They are new initiates, right? Hot 500 is for those who have covered history optional earlier, who may have even appeared in the mains examination, who may have even secured a rank, but want to improve their score, right? So it is for students with intermediate to advanced level preparation, right? Sunday Live program is a considerably lengthier program. It is integrated with the foundation courses. Foundation lectures are available freely on YouTube. So Sunday Live has been integrated with that. The course duration runs for about 8 months, 7.5, 8 months. Hot 500 is going to be a much more condensed and much more intense program, stretching over roughly 3.5 months, right? But this is for those students who are not preparing or not appearing in 2025 mains. For those of you who find your prelim score to be on the borderline कि हो भी सकता है नहीं भी हो सकता है, my suggestion to you would be that in case you are qualifying, by the time the result comes it may be too late. So for now, join the crash course and test series, and if you are not able to qualify, God forbidding, then we are going to accommodate you in the upcoming Hot 500 program. Okay, we will transfer you over there. Okay, so these are the things that I wanted to talk about. Acha, one more thing, a few students enrolled in our crash course and test series had requested that we include our foundation lecture handouts because those are not available publicly with the program. So we have included the foundation lecture handouts with all 3 courses. Okay. with all these three courses. I think your focus should be on PYQ analysis and answer writing rather than preparing notes, because what ends up as being the note making exercise is you take your class notes or study material and you try to make a précis of it. That is once again not very useful. So what I suggest is you go back, take a look at the previous year's compilation, whatever you're using. We have one of our own that is freely available on our website as well, and try to answer all the questions, or if you are not in a position to actually write all the answers, at least prepare a blueprint, a structure of all the answers. So that would be a much more useful way in which to absorb and revise the information that you have observed.